A new bombshell report is making headlines this week. According to the Capital Research Center, George Soros, Open Society Foundations, now run by his son Alexander, allegedly funneled more than $80 million into groups tied to terrorism and extremist violence. The White House, still reeling in the wake of Charlie Kirk's political assassination, has declared what officials call a war on radical left dark money networks. President Trump even hinted at potential RICO charges against the Soros empire, suggesting years of chaos have been seeded through its influence. Investigative researcher Ryan Morrow authored the report, titled, "Soros's Open Society Gave $80 Million to Pro-Terror Groups." According to Morrow, since 2016, OSF has allegedly funded US-based groups that engaged in what the FBI classifies as domestic terrorism. This includes the Center for Third World Organizing and its partner, the Ruckus Society, both accused of training activists in sabotage and property destruction during the 2020 riots. The report also points to the Sunrise Movement, which endorsed the Antifa-linked Stop Cop City campaign, a movement where dozens of activists are now facing domestic terrorism and racketeering indictments. On top of that, OSF is said to have funneled $18 million to the Movement for Black Lives, a coalition that co-authored a guide glorifying Hamas's October 7th attacks and teaching activists tactics such as blockades and false IDs. But the allegations don't stop at America's borders. The report reveals that Open Society sent over $2.3 million to Al-Haq, a West Bank NGO long accused of ties to the Popular Front for the Liberation of Palestine, a US-designated terrorist organization. In fact, just last year, the US State Department officially sanctioned Al-Haq for allegedly advancing anti-Israel campaigns through the International Criminal Court. Morrow described this as smoking gun evidence for potential prosecution, telling Glenn Beck that this could be the breakthrough Trump's team has been waiting for. Senior officials, including Homeland Security Advisor Stephen Miller and Vice President J.D. Vance, have echoed the call to crack down on what they describe as a radical left NGO network fueling unrest at home and abroad. With the CRC report now public, the question is no longer whether Soros' network had influence, but whether prosecutors will move forward with charges that could reshape America's battle against extremist financing.